Hello and welcome to another video by Johnny. Chào mừng các bạn ở video khác của Johnny nha. So in this video, we'll continue our speaking practice. And I have my class here. And why can't I just move this thing down here? I can't, right? Why can't I just move this thing? Okay, good. See, always good to prepare things. Okay. So in this video, my class, my online class here, they will do their regular speaking practice. Mr. Bang, Miss Tu, Mr. Young, and Miss Yun. Well, their level is roughly 6.57, but sometimes it drops down to 6, band 6, or sometimes it drops to 5.5 if the topic is really hard. So that's why you need to keep on practicing, okay? Now, class, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's start with Mr. Bang first. Let's start with topic singing. Topic part 1. So do you often sing, Mr. Bang?
Occasionally, because I don't have a good voice for singing. So I actually enjoy listening to my friends singing.
I see. You enjoy listening to your friends singing more than yourself.
Yes.
So what do you often sing about, Mr. Bang?
I love the Vietnamese traditional. I said a folk song. I love to sing a folk song, and some of how do you say, the modern type of music with the catchy tune, and it's quite attractive.
Way more attractive to me, right?
To me, yeah.
Right, then, and I would love
me.
to sing them. And I would love to sing them. Is that what you say?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Tu, how about you? Do you often sing?
Yes.
Try to answer a whole sentence, please. Whole sentence. Not just yes, you know. Miss Tu, please. Do you often sing?
Wow. This depends on the mood. When I'm happy, I will sing. I will sing a melodious, a happy song. When
melodious, you mean the melodious happy song?
When I'm stressed, I usually listen to rock music, but I like gentle love song.
Gentle love song, I see.
Yes.
Well, so when and where do you like to sing, Miss Tu?
Well, I usually sing when I cook, when I water the plants, or clean the house. There are also times I go to
yeah.
Nói chung là I go to karaoke. Yes.
I will go to sing karaoke with your friends.
Yes, with my friends on special occasion.
On special occasions, yeah.
Occasion, for example, a friend's birthday.
Friend's birthday party, you mean?
Yes, friend's birthday party.
So, is it difficult to sing well? What do you think, Miss Tu?
I don't lie.
Is it difficult to sing well? What do you think?
Yes. It's difficult to sing well because a good singer is someone who has been gifted since childhood. Regularly.
Regularly, they have to regularly practice.
And is passionate about singing.
Is passionate about singing.
Yes.
I see. Now, Mr. Young, please. Do you want to be a singer?
No, because I don't have really a nice voice, and
No, you
I
don't.
don't really. Yes, and I just like to listening to music, so I don't really like to
No, you
become a
don't have a
singer.
nice voice. Okay, so what kind of music? If you don't want to be a singer, do you learn singing when you were a child or in school?
My school, uh, my school forced me to learn singing, but I don't really like it. I just learn it for fun, and for nothing. And it's when I was a child, uh, my teacher teach me how to write a
Okay.
melody.
My teacher taught me how to sing melodies, right?
Yes, and write the rhythms down into my books. But I really care about that because it's so difficult.
It
It's
is
so
difficult.
hard.
It was difficult. Now, so let's ask Miss Yuan, please. Do you think singing is a good thing to do? Your microphone. Miss Yuan.
In my opinion, singing is the good and helpful activities. This is really necessary for our life. Because when I feel down mood or pessimistic, I always singing. I always enjoy singing with my friend. This has helped me to reduce my stress.
Okay, it helps you to reduce your reduce your stress level, mức độ stress. I see.
Yes.
I see. So what kinds of music do you like to sing, Miss Yuan?
Obviously, I don't have a beautiful voice to sing.
You do.
But I appreciate and I'm a die-hard fan of a lot of famous Vietnamese artists. Like what?
Artists, you mean?
Yes, artists.
Okay.
So yes.
Right, so let's continue with the topic of studying mathematics. Học toán. So studying mathematics. Mr. Bang, please. Do you like math?
Yes, I love math. Love math so much. During my high school, I was very good at it because it boosts my thinking. And yes, in a good because good in math, I think that good in math is like it's kind of my strength.
It's kind of your strength.
To help me successful in my life.
It helps me to be successful in my
Yes.
life. In life.
My life.
We don't
in
say
life.
the life, okay? We don't say the life. We say life.
Yes, in my life. I said
Okay.
I said in my life.
Okay.
Was not clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Life. In my life.
Yeah, in my life.
The life.
Yes, I say in my life.
Okay. Now, so tell me, do you think learning math is necessary, Mr. Bang?
Yes, because the mathematics is playing in an important role in our life because every day you need to calculate everything from the amount of money you spend or like the amount of how do you say? Let me get some idea of it. Like for example, you need to calculate the amount of chemical to add into the water to add into water for water treatment. Yes. So it also requires a good math.
And when you cook, you need to learn how much you have to put into your food.
Yes. So when you cook, you need to put you need to learn how much ingredients you need to calculate how much ingredients, how many grams of like salt, sugar, and everything
But
to put in your meals.
so it's a
Yes.
quite practical thing to learn.
Yes.
Math is practical. What do you think, Miss Tu? Do
Yes.
you like math?
Yes.
Of course, you are a teacher of science, right?
Yes.
So that's
I
why you
think-
must like math, right?
Yes, I think I like it because mathematics is one of the fields that play important role in our lives.
In
For example-
our life. In our life.
In our lives.
Life.
To be a singer.
Oh, you want to be a singer?
For example, all the most modern things that people are enjoying, which rely on
Which rely on what?
yes, and the principles of mathematics to read.
Oh, I see. So who taught you math before, Miss Tu?
Thầy có thể lặp lại câu hỏi không thầy?
Who taught you math, Miss Tu?
The person who taught me to count. The first numbers was my mother. She taught me to count fingers from 1 to 5. But it was
1 to
funny
5.
because 5. But I was funny because I couldn't
Wait,
remember how
was
to
funny?
count.
What do you mean? I was funny. What do you mean by that? Funny and fun are different. Be careful. Which one do you use?
But it was fun. Yes, but it was fun because
Okay. Fun này là cười, muốn phá ra cười, buồn cười quá. Còn fun là nó vui lắm. It's different
yes,
in meaning. Okay,
because
fun
I
and funny are
couldn't remember how to count. Em chẳng bao giờ nhớ được cái cách đếm cả.
I never remember how to count. But now you're a teacher. Of course you know how to count. Of course now you're a teacher in science. Now,
Yes.
so Miss Yuan, please, do you like to use a calculator?
In fact, I really like using calculator when I'm studying mathematics because I have a lot of mistakes when I count. So
Because you make a lot of mistakes when you count, right?
yeah, yes.
Okay. So, do you think math is difficult for you to learn, Miss Yuan?
Mathematics is quite difficult for me because I'm not a math prodigy.
You're not a math prodigy.
Yes. So this is really difficult for me to learn, but I realize this is helpful for me in life, so I just try hard to study.
Oh, I see. Prodigy means 天才. You don't have to be a math prodigy, you know. Let me check that word again, just to be sure. Okay. Always have to check things out. If it's protege, like this one. See, I make mistake a lot too. Protege. This is a word that people borrow from other language. In particularly, I think it's French. That's why it has this accent mark. A protege, you know. Protege. Protege, you know. It's protege. It's hard. Okay, so Mr. Young, when did you start learning math?
Like in Vietnam, I started learning math from 6 years old.
What do you mean?
I learned math when I was 6 years old.
When I was 6 years old. Yeah.
And for me at that time, math is not really difficult because my dad and my mom had
My dad and my
me.
mom.
My father and my mother teach me when I was really young. So for
And
me, the math at that time is not really hard. It's just
it's so
hard for
easy.
them.
You know, math back then was super easy.
Yeah. But when there, I'm just a child.
Of course. Time flies, and now you're no longer a child. You're an adolescent now,
Yay.
and about to reach the age of 18 soon. Now, so do you like math, Mr. Yoon?
Yes, I really like math. When I solve math, it makes me more fun every day, and it just makes me fun when I can solve it. I can solve it, and no one can help me to solve it. I gotta be really angry, and panic, especially in the exam.
Okay. Now, tell me, Mr. Yoon, so do you like to use a calculator?
Yes, I like to use calculator because nowadays I learning and I have to use calculator to calculate the really difficult phép tính là gì thôi?
Very difficult phép tính,
Math
calculation, problems, math
Calculation.
problems. Những vấn đề toán học, những cái bài toán học, math problems. I think to calculate the math problems, to solve the math problems.
To solve very hard math problems.
And you have to have equations open. You need to have equations to solve something, right?
Yes, but for me equation is really easy.
Oh.
You just need to put inside and do it easy.
Just put inside, do it easy. Easy for Asian people, but not so much for Western people. Now, so Miss Yuan, do you think learning math is necessary for life or for anything else?
Oh, you asked me.
Yes.
You. Oh, I think learning mathematics is necessary for life because when you learn mathematics, you must be brainstorm.
You must brainstorm a lot. Brainstorm is a verb too. You can use brainstorm like a verb.
Yes, you must brainstorm a lot, and this helps you to develop thinking and.
You mean critical thinking skill?
Yes. So that's why mathematics is necessary.
Wait, it's critical. I see, that's why necessary. Okay, I see.
Critical.
Exactly, it's critical. Okay. Now, so Mr. Van, please, do you think that Vietnamese people learn too much mathematics?
Well, it's a difficult question actually.
It is. Leading to part two.
I think Vietnamese people they think they learn is quite heavy mathematics in the mathematics content during the high school. Compared to the Westerner school,
yes.
They're quite relaxed. But for Vietnamese people, they have to learn a lot of things, a lot of information about
skill.
But still, Vietnamese people do not think critically.
Learning
a lot of math, but do not think critically.
Because they don't know how to use it in their daily basis.
It's not applicable to their life, right? So that's why a lot of Vietnamese people
not applicable to their life.
Because critical thinking skill is a separate skill set that people must learn. The math only help people to develop it, but it's not the main thing that leads to critical thinking skill. It's just only helping to develop that skill, but it's not the main thing to help making that skill a reality. The problem is a lot of subjects are not applicable to life. Now tell me, Miss Tu, how do you think Vietnamese math should change? How should people change the way we learn math in Vietnam? That 10 seconds, Miss Tu. I need the answer. 10 giây rồi đó. I need the answer. You cannot be afraid. You cannot be too slow like that. Miss Tu, please, I need the answer. What do you think should change in the way Vietnamese people learn math? Anyone? Okay. Mr. Bang, do you have the answer? And then he turned off.
Hello.
Yes.
I think it's the way the school deliver the information about mathematics in Vietnam should be changed. In terms of they should give more example and give some example that related to the student life. So
like for example, you calculate
for example,
pay, right?
Yeah. For example, they how to say it?
Yeah.
So they need to calculate the amount of calorie they spend every day. So the student will take a precaution about that, and they will avoid the obesity, or some like funny example that make student that very excited to learn, so they will remember longer. It's not the ways.
It must be more practicable, more practicable math problems. It should be able to apply it more to their daily life. Is that what you say?
Yes, I need to note it down to remember. Oh, somehow today I'm not give the good answer somehow. And then my friend's function is not really well today.
I know. If I look at the stars today, what do the stars say? Let me check. Just a moment, please. It's not that bad. Don't worry. Today's not that bad in terms of work. I take that again. I take that back. Actually, it's not that good for work today, but it's not that bad either. You would be still feeling like very bad, still feeling like no love. You should still be feeling like very very blank. It's not a good day for what you want and what you need in life, but you can still work, I'm sure. Anyway, let's continue to part 2, shall we?
For sure.
17. Okay, 17. We go to activities now. It's about art.
Oh.
Describe an art activity or craft activity that you did at school. Miêu tả một hoạt động làm thủ công mỹ nghệ hoặc hoạt động nghệ thuật mà các bạn đã làm ở trường. Remember, this is a past tense thing, okay? Past tense thing.
Cái này làm rồi thầy ơi.
Did we? Oh, yeah. We did this one already.
Wednesday, I think. Wednesday.
We did this one already. Okay, let's go to 18. Oh, there's no part 3 in this one. Describe a time when you worked in a group. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà bạn đã làm việc trong một nhóm nào đó, làm việc nhóm. You should say when it was, nó đã là lúc nào. What you did, các bạn đã làm gì. Who you worked with, các bạn đã làm việc với ai, quá khứ hết nha. And explain why you worked in a group. Và lấy lý do tại sao các bạn đã làm việc trong nhóm như thế. You have 2 minutes to prepare for this one. 2 minutes start now. Okay, get ready. Now, so I'll ask Mr. Yoon to start first. Describe a time when you worked in a group. Be careful with your verbs, okay?
Okay. So
Now.
it was the middle semester of grade 9. My literature teacher gave me homework about PowerPoint, and I have to work in a group in my team. So in the class, the teacher they cut the class into 4 teams, and I am in the team where the leader team is the most disturbing guy in the class.
Guy.
The disturbing person in the class. He annoyed me a lot.
He annoyed me a lot.
He annoyed me a lot, and when I say that we must do this first.
When I said that,
you have to do it.
When I said that, we had to do it. Quá khứ không có must nha. There's no must in the past, okay? Just had to.
Okay.
When I said that, we must. When I said that, we had to.
We have to do it as fast as we can. But the lead team, he go outside and do his job.
And then he went outside and.
We went outside, stay with his friend's house, and he don't do anything. At the last day,
and he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. At deadline, we are rushed very fast. And he rushed me. He said to me that, why don't you do it faster? Do it fast. So I am doing like changing the PowerPoint. Thiết kế là gì? Phải design the PowerPoint. Design PowerPoint and printing it out for my teacher. That step is not really good, but I have mark is 7. Mark is 7 is maybe a little bit high, but I don't really think it's deserved for the leader team because he don't do anything much.
Because you don't think he deserved it, right? You don't think he deserved it, right?
I don't think he deserved, yes.
Because he didn't do anything, I see. Okay, good. Miss Yuen, please. Can you describe a time when you worked in a group, please?
When I studied in high school, because of international school,
so we were in international schools.
Yes, so we had a lot exercise and activity to do together.
Okay.
When this is quite ridiculous because we were studying in international school, but my friends.
We were studying in international school, but.
Yes, but my friends they couldn't speak English well. I know why, but this is true.
Your friend could not speak English well. Let's just say that. But
yes.
Your friend could not speak English well.
Yes. And we have English.
We had.
Yes, we had English exercise. This was a presentation.
A presentation.
We must presentation. So this is really this was really terrible for me
Of course.
because my friend, they didn't have computer skills, so I was designed PowerPoint
Okay.
alone.
Alone.
Alone. Yes, alone.
Okay.
And finally, we have a bad score, and I realized
we had a bad score.
Yes, we had a bad score. So
we received a bad score.
Yeah, we received a bad score. So I realized if we want to have a nice score or
a good score, we don't say a nice score. We say
a good score, and be successful, we must do together, and everyone must be contribute and
should be in the same level. I mean, everyone should be of the same level, right?
Yes, everyone should be contribute together and be like overworking.
Everyone should be at the same level. Mọi người đều nên cùng một cái level giống nhau. Cái mức độ giống nhau. Everyone should be at the same level, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so Miss Du, please describe a time when you worked in a group, please.
Wow. When I was still in elementary school.
Elementary school.
Elementary school.
Elementary
And middle school.
Right. Elementary school. Elementary school. Elementary school.
Elementary. Where I was still in
elementary.
It's elementary school, sorry.
Elementary and middle
elementary.
school.
See, sometimes I make mistakes too. Elementary school. Always check. Elementary school. When I was in elementary school, yes.
Yes. Em tính nói là elementary and middle school luôn á thầy.
Okay. Yeah, then you said that. Please continue.
Yes. When I was still in elementary and middle school, I was shy girl because I'm the only child in the family. So my mother took good care of me, and I really had the opportunity to participate in group activities with my classmates.
In group
activities with my classmates.
Okay.
One of the most enjoyable events in my school days were a summer outing when I was secondary school. It took place
in secondary school. When I was in secondary school.
Yes. It took place on a sunny Saturday, and was organized by our his teacher.
Was organized by.
Organized. Yes.
Organized by our.
Yes. By our his teacher. Head teacher. Yes. We left Ho Chi Minh City early and headed out to the countryside. The destination was a beautiful area at the foot of a mountain encompassed.
Okay. At a mountain foot, I see.
Encompassed by a lot of tall trees and a river.
Encompassed with a lot of tall trees and rivers.
Yes, there were so many joyful moments during the trip. We were divided into small groups.
Groups.
Yes, groups. Each group.
Groups.
Groups.
Okay.
Each group has different tasks such as the ropes to collect the small dry branches, the rope when to the stream to get water to cook rice.
Yeah.
I was in the cooking room. Really at that time I didn't know what to do. I could only have blow the fire, but I feel very happy because it was my first time working with my classmates. Even they when I had been a lot of rough fun, but I reminded.
When I had a lot of gì?
Rất nhiều cái nhóm vui, có nhiều nhóm vui vẻ đó thầy.
When I have a lot of fun groups, you mean?
Yes, a lot. Even when I have a lot of fun groups, but I reminded of this trip.
But I still remember this trip, right?
Không dùng remind được hả thầy?
Remind means someone remind me of something else. Cái gì đó nhắc cho mình nhớ lại, cái gì đó nhắc cho mình nhớ lại nha. Nên thường remind không đi kèm chủ ngữ là I. Normally, remind does not go with the subject I. Remember that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Try again.
Hết rồi thầy.
Okay, fine. Now, Mr. Ba, please describe a time when you worked in a group, please.
Wow. When I was in my company, so every morning we was gathered together to discuss about the problems about the farm, everything happened to the animals that we was culturing.
Okay.
So we need to come in a group because we need everyone's idea, everyone will report their problem, and we will solve it together. We will solve it together. And teamwork in my company is really important.
Okay.
Because in a group, so sometimes in a group, people we have a different idea. We have to discuss, and at the end we have to give. And at the end we gave the best solution of one problem. And I think that really important for people to join in a group to work. So the other people will cover my weakness sometime.
Okay, that sounds good enough. Just be careful with your verbs, okay?
Yes, I make a mistake, some mistake there.
When you talk about a past, you use past tense.
Yes.
Be careful. Now, so we should go on to topic number 19. There you go. It's quite an interesting one. Describe a natural talent you want to improve. A natural talent you want to improve. Miêu tả một cái tài năng tự nhiên bản chất là có. A natural talent means like something that you were born with it. Một cái tài năng gì đó mà mình tự nhiên sinh ra đã có. A natural talent you want to improve. Miêu tả một cái tài năng bẩm sinh mà các bạn mong muốn là cải thiện. Everyone has some kind of talent. It's something that you do best. Đó là cái mà các bạn làm tốt nhất á. You should say what it is. Nó là cái gì? When you discovered it. Bạn đã khám phá ra nó lúc nào? How you want to improve it. Bạn muốn cải thiện nó như thế nào? And explain why you want to improve it. Và là giải thích lý do tại sao bạn muốn cải thiện nó. And you have part 3 of talents here. What types of talents do children often have? Trẻ nhỏ thường có những loại tài năng nào, tài năng gì? What are the best ways to cultivate talents in children? Những cách tốt nhất nào để mà nuôi dưỡng tài năng ở trẻ nhỏ? Is it possible for us to know whether children who are 3 or 4 years old will become musicians and painters? Liệu có thể nào mà cho chúng ta biết được là liệu có đứa bé nào mà mới 3-4 tuổi nó sẽ trở thành nhạc sĩ hoặc là họa sĩ hay không? Khi mà chúng lớn lên, when they grow up. Sorry, this one I think there's a problem here. So when they grow up, yeah.
Mozart.
Yeah. So how do you know that the child will become a talent, will become a musician or painters or someone extraordinary good in their art, like Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin, Liszt, or something like that?
Yes.
When they grow up. Why do people like to watch talent shows on televisions? Tại sao con người ta lại thích coi những cái show truyền hình về tài năng trên TV? Talent show. Okay, you have 3 minutes now to think. 3 phút bắt đầu. Okay, let's start now. Who would like to start first then? Who is much more ready?
Not me.
Okay, I'll ask Miss Yun then. Please describe a natural talent that you want to improve. Miss Yun, please.
I believe that everyone have a unique talent.
Unique talent.
Unique talent. This is really important for everyone to nurture it, and I quite proud of my present skill and my confidence, because this has helped me a lot. When I studied in high school, I had a lot of presentation, and because of my confidence,
because of my
confidence, it's helped me to gain best score, and in the future, when I will study in university, I will take part in.
When I will be studying in university, in the future.
Yes.
When I will be studying.
Yes. When I will be study in university, I will take part in social activity. I will join in a club to improve my present skill. I will communicate.
You mean
more.
Your presentation skill? We say that presentation skill.
Yes, my presentation skill. I will communicate more. And why I want to improve it? Because
improve it.
Yes, improve it, because I know this is help me. This is will help me when I have a job, and it will let me to be successful. Will lead me to successful.
Will lead me to a success, to the success that I desire, or something like that.
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, let me ask Mr. Yun then. Describe a natural talent that you want to improve, please.
So my talent is drawings. It's kind of drawings. Drawings. Art, yes, art.
A drawing.
A drawing. So at grade 6, I have discovered it when I was like drawing something that I like, in its form pixels. Do you know that kind of art?
What kind of art is that?
It's pixel. It's from a small square, and it's combined together into the big.
Sounds like a kind of puzzle.
Yes, but it's from you put the color into some square, and it's become a bigger art.
I have no
It's
idea.
very hard.
It sounds interesting though.
it's really hard for me, but I can do it, and I really like it.
Do it, but I could do it.
But I could do it,
And
and so I have improved by the uh, coming to the internet
on the
and
internet,
finding
you have to come to the internet to do it.
to do it. So I asked a lot of people to how to improve it, and watch art, pixel art on Pinterest, website on Google.
Okay.
It made me a lot of idea to do it.
It
And
gave
I
me
want
a
to.
lot of ideas. It gave me a lot of ideas to do it.
It gave me a lot of ideas to do it, and I want to improve it because it's a fun, a part of free time, a free time thing to do for me, and it's kind of fun to me. For
Okay.
everybody, it's so boring because you just color it. But for me, it's really fun, and it gives me a relaxing time.
Okay, it gives you a relaxing time. Very good. Now, Miss Tu, please describe a natural talent you want to improve, please.
Well, on of us possess certain
Possess.
in it.
All of us
Well-
possess a certain something.
Yes, possess certain important qualities like sports, singing, and art that can assist us to become successful in those domains. Yeah,
In what? Successful in those?
domains.
I don't understand. Không hiểu.
DOMAINS.
Domain.
Domains. Okay.
Just
Yes.
Domain.
Domains.
Domain. Oh my god. That's why you see.
Domains.
Domain.
Domain. Domain.
Domain. Mhm.
Domain.
It's second syllable. Domain, not domain. Okay.
Yes.
Domain. Okay.
Domains.
Mhm. Anything else?
Here. I want to talk about a skill that I really want to improve, which is painting. From my school days, I have admired painting as I am naturally good at it. I still remember I was in seventh grade
Okay.
when I came across this skill. At that time, my last teacher enrolled me in the annual art competition in which I had to create a painting. I must to say I was very nervous.
I must to say là sao? Rồi, I must say.
I must say that I was very nervous at the beginning because I never participated in any.
Because I had quá khứ hoàn thành. Because I had never participated in
Yes.
such a thing like that.
Yes, in any art competition before that.
But not as nervous as when you have the lesson with Mr. John.
Tới đâu rồi, tự nhiên thầy nói em quên em đang nói tới đâu rồi.
You were talking about competition that you were so nervous that you had never attended before.
Oh yes, one that particular watercolor on the canvas. Everyone, including my class teachers and friends, got amazed to see my artwork, and I recited appreciation for it. I never learned it.
I really want to improve my volleyball skills.
But I never learned it professionally because at that time I didn't think I would be an artist in the future. But painting is
I never thought that I would be an artist in the future. Em đọc
Yes.
quá nhanh, quá gấp. Too fast, and then you make lots of mistakes again.
But painting is a passion of mine until now.
Okay.
Whenever I am too stressed from work, I draw picture.
Okay, that's good enough.
Yes.
It's already more than 2 minutes, Mr. Good. Now, Mr. Bang, please, your telephone. I mean, your microphone.
I apologize. I didn't realize that I turned on my mic.
Okay. Now, please describe a natural talent that you want to improve, please.
Okay, so I really want to improve my volleyball skills since I found that I found that it was one of my a good skill of mine that I realized during my time in university. So when I was in university, I realized that I have a good skill in volleyball. So I attended the volleyball club, so that I can have a chance to practices every day. And I think that is I need to excel in it because it brings a lot of benefit for myself, such as good health, boost my confidence, and learn how to work in a team. I think in a team.
And
that's it.
And that's it. Okay, good. Let's go to part 3 of talents. So, Miss Yuan, please. What types of talent do children often have? What do you think?
I believe that everyone have a unique talent. Unique talent. So, including it, like it could realize when we was young, especially in children.
Yeah.
Tuổi nhỏ là sao thầy?
Especially in young age.
Yes, especially is in young age, and children have a lot of types of talent, like singing. They can singing, painting.
They can sing. They
can sing, paint, and do a lot of amazing things that
that amaze me. Yeah, so that's a lot of talent that children can have. So
yes.
What do you think? Well, what are the best way to cultivate talent in children? So what do you think? How you cultivate and nurture that talent in children?
Thầy hỏi con không thầy?
Yes.
Yes. The best ways to cultivate talent in children is their parents should learn with their children, because sometimes children have a talent but they don't want to improve it a lot, and like they don't want to be professional in this talent. And if parents don't be no, if parents don't spend time together and don't understand their children, they will be stressful or hate.
Be so stressed.
Yes, and hate their talent.
And
I think so.
They might waste their talents, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. So Miss Tu, what do you think are the best way to cultivate talent in children?
Thầy nhắc lại thì
I'm not gonna repeat it. Không bắt lại đâu.
Patient. Be patient.
You're asking me to be patient?
Yes, be patient, please.
Fine. So Miss Tu, what are the best ways to cultivate talent in children?
Yes. In my opinion, it should activate creativity and freedom in how to learn and play for creativities. Also helps children learn to actually experiments with new things. Make their own decisions and
make their own decision.
Yes, make their own decisions and become
decision. Their own decision.
And become more confident when communicating and expressing their ideas. Besides, it is also advisable to develop language skills. I think it's necessary. Yes.
It is always necessary.
Phát triển ngôn ngữ thì cần thiết.
To develop their language skills, language ability.
Yes.
Anything else? Okay, Mr. Vang, since you have shown interest, so why do people like to watch talent shows on television? What do you think, Mr. Vang?
I believe that talent is unique for everyone. So at a talent show, like everybody who have talents, they will they will attend and perform themselves in front of TV, so that people will enjoy that, I think. And I think people, they normally admire the other people with with talent, with, how to say that, people will admire the talent which they don't have.
What they don't have
by themselves, what they don't have by themselves. So they will admire the other people talents. So they love to watch those television shows.
So tell me, those people that you see on talent show,
yes,
do you think our country have spent enough effort to cultivate their talents even further?
Well, I think that government nowadays they don't pay much attention on it. But for some really special case like Envy, she has a good skill of swimming. So she has a talent of swimming skills. So government, I heard that government spent 30 billion Vietnam dong to invest on her. Yes, 30 billion dong to invest on it. Send her to overseas for training.
Oh.
Yes. I must say that it's not for everybody, but for some cases, really special cases, the government will spend money on them.
Oh wow! I never know that it could be that much.
Yes, it's the news that's information I received few days back. I think It's not published. It's not unpublished.
I see, but that's a lot.
Okay, but this one is unproven information. I just heard from one of the famous KOLs. So it's not. I think it's very sensitive information. I think so. It's not that common on public.
Because Vietnamese sport teams, they receive very little amount of money for their efforts, even when they got medals.
Normally, yes.
Normally, Vietnamese football team, Vietnamese other sport teams. Okay, football team receive a lot of money. Yes.
Yes, already.
Kind of sports.
Yes, like badminton or any
swimming.
Yes.
Yes. People don't really care about swimming, to be honest.
That information make me doubtful actually, but I believe that government has sent Enving to overseas for training. I believe
right, but it's not that much money. I'm sure it's not that much.
Yes, need to be proved. I think need to be clarified.
Now, Mr. Yoon, please. So, is it possible for us to know whether children who are 3 or 4 years old will become talented musicians or painters when they grow up? Is there a possibility for us to know? Có cách nào để biết?
Maybe can be 3 or 4 years old will become musician or a painter. Just maybe because 4 and 3 years old, they can sometimes that talent, their talents cannot be blow up right away. So
you mean their talent cannot be expressed, không thể được biểu đạt ra ngay lập tức?
Yes, cannot be expressed when
right
away. Become musician when they're really young. You need time to express that. And you need to accept them into the thing that they may be good, like
they be good with the thing that they are good at.
The thing that they are good at, like can maybe sometimes the children when they hear the piano, they will like that piano and they will like to learn that piano too.
Do you want to learn? I teach piano. I teach piano as well.
I don't like piano because
see. I teach
it's like sleeping. My talent is sleeping.
What?
My talent is sleeping.
Clicking?
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Oh my god. Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Say that again. Sleeping.
I say sleeping.
But it's not clear. I can't hear it well.
Okay.
It must be clear, communication should be clear, concise, and precise. Now, so, okay, since you talk about that, okay, I think we should continue with another topic now. 20, there's no part 3 for 20, but let's just do it. Describe a tradition in your country. Miêu tả một cái truyền thống ở đất nước các bạn. You should say what it is. Nó là cái gì, truyền thống gì thế? Who take part in it? Ai tham gia vào truyền thống ấy? What activities there are? Có những cái hoạt động gì? And explain how you feel about it. Giải thích lý do bạn cảm thấy thế nào về cái truyền thống đó. I don't like tradition that much. Now, you have 2 minutes. No, let's give you 1.5 minutes. Please, describe a tradition in your family. I'll start with Miss Tu first. Miss Tu, please, describe a tradition in your country, please.
Yeah. Lunar New Year, also known as Tết, is the biggest traditional festival in Vietnam.
The Lunar New Year, okay? The Lunar New Year.
Yes. This is an opportunity for opportunities for people to enjoy a happy and relaxing period of time. period of time with their family and friends. There are some differences between tastes in the north and the south of Vietnam. In the north, the traditional food taste is chưng case, reticulate. Thầy hiểu cái từ đó không thầy?
No, I don't.
Em đánh vần ra nha.
Sure.
R-E-C T-A-N G.
Rectangular, right?
Đúng rồi.
It's rectangular. Rectangular hình chữ nhật.
Đúng rồi.
Rectangular. Những âm 2.
Rectangular.
Rectangular. Please continue.
Yes. A rectangular sticky rice cake with meat, which is wrapped in young leaves. Lá dong á thầy.
Young leaf. Yeah, I don't know what exactly that kind of leaf is, but just say leaves.
Yes, young leaves. People usually buy the cake with some cherry blossom. Cherry blossom branches as a symbol of taste. Taste cake is also made from sticky rice, and the inside can be sweet beans, bananas, or even
sweet beans.
Bananas, or even meat.
Yes.
On New Year's Eve, most families gather together to have a warm dinner and a traditional ritual in order to commemorate our tổ tiên đó thầy, tổ tiên
our ancestor.
Yes, ancestor. On the first day of New Year, youngsters will give their best greetings to others, and receive lucky money.
And receive the lucky money in red envelope, right?
Yes. In the rest time of time, people can go to pagodas to pray for good things, peace, and health.
Okay.
This is an important occasion for families and friends to be together after a year of hard work, and it can motivate people to try harder to the next year.
Try harder than this year.
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. Impressive. Now, Miss Yuan, please. Can you describe a tradition in your country? Miss Yuan ơi.
Okay, can you hear me?
Describe a tradition in your country.
Oh. Well, I was born in Vietnam, and my country has a rich tradition.
A rich tradition in what?
Rich tradition
Of what?
kiểu
Nhưng mà rich tradition về cái gì đó chứ? A rich tradition of what? Yeah.
kiểu cái câu nó là my country has a rich tradition.
Yeah, but it has to be in some kind of field, you know. It's like rich tradition in what?
Vậy mình nên thêm cái gì vậy thầy?
Yeah. like a rich tradition in many things, or in food, or in activities, or in
Oh,
cultural aspects, khía cạnh văn hóa, something like that.
okay.
Let's try again. Please describe a tradition
Oh.
in your country.
I was born in Vietnam, and my country has a rich tradition in activity, but I don't feel comfortable with it. And in August or April, Vietnamese people burn a lot of paper money.
Exactly.
Yes.
They burn a lot of things, not just paper money.
Yes, and they spend real money to buy a paper money.
They spend real money just to purchase,
Yes.
paper money.
Yes.
And then burn it.
And I feel really ridiculous. This is like a death anniversaries, and they have ancestor. They wishing to ancestor to be successful in life, have wish for their health. But this is like a virtual life. This is not a life. We can't not touch it. We just imagine.
What? We just imagine?
Yes, we just
It's
imagine.
Just a life that we imagine. Nobody has seen it.
Yes. So this is a ridiculous tradition.
I agree.
In my country.
Very ridiculous. People should stop doing it immediately.
Yes.
And use that money to help the COVID patients.
Yes.
Exactly. Should use that money to help COVID patients and poor people. Okay, so Mr. Bang, what do you think? Describe a tradition in your country, please.
Oh yes. One of the celebrations that I am very grateful for is the death anniversary of my ancestor. So every year during my ancestor death anniversary, so my family members and my relatives will gather together in order to celebrate it. So while the woman stay at the kitchen preparing food, delicious food, I must say, just for that party, the men take part in some activities such as pig slaughtering and entertainment the guests. So far, everybody has their own work during this day. So I think that for this event of the year, we spend time to remember our ancestor at work, like to be grateful for what we have today. So and a good time for our family gathering as well. For family gathering as well. That's all.
It's good for family gathering, but
yes.
I think besides, other things have lost its own meaning already a long time ago.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Yoon, please describe a tradition in your family, in your country.
Oh. So I got in my country, we have a lot of traditional.
They have.
There are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of traditional, and the most famous.
There are a lot of traditional gì? Không có danh từ đằng sau à. No noun before that, then no noun after traditional. There are a lot of traditional what?
There are a lot of tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And the most the most famous is Mid Autumn.
Mid Autumn is coming, Mid Autumn festival is coming. Sắp Trung thu here.
In that day, a lot of children, around the country, they have the lantern, a lot of colors and shape like Star, famous. The most famous is Star, and or maybe something else like Princess, Heroes. Um, there's bánh trung thu là gì thầy?
Mooncakes.
Mooncake.
Bánh mặt trăng đấy, mooncakes.
So a lot of cake store they sell mooncakes. Yeah, but in my family, we make my own mooncakes, and it's really delicious. We have sold it around District 7, just around District 7. And for me, it's I'm old now. The traditional is just for children the most, but for me, it's maybe fun because I can eat mooncake, especially chocolate mooncake. It's really delicious.
Oh, you mean chocolate mooncake? Have you tasted chocolate mooncake before?
Yes, it's really
How about
delicious.
matcha mooncake?
I cannot eat it.
You don't like
So
matcha?
hot. Yes, I don't really like
You have
matcha.
to say no, I don't like matcha.
No, I don't like matcha.
Vẫn chưa sửa được cái này.
It's hard.
It's hard. I know it's hard. Okay, now let's do 21. Describe a time when you encourage someone to do something that he or she did not want to do. Miêu tả một thời điểm mà bạn khuyến khích người nào đó làm cái gì đó mà anh ta hoặc cô ta không có muốn làm cái đó. But still, you encourage someone to do that. They don't want to do it, but you still encourage that person to do it. You should say who he or she is. Anh ta, cô ta là ai? What you encourage him or her to do. Bạn đã khuyến khích người ta làm cái gì? How he or she reacted. Cái người đó đã phản ứng lại như thế nào? And explain why you encourage him or her to do it. Và tại sao bạn lại khuyến khích con người ta làm như thế? Be careful, past tense. Quá khứ nha. And then you have part 3 of encouraging others. Look at this one. Moment. Part 3 of encouraging others. How can managers encourage their employees? Làm thế nào những người quản lý có thể khuyến khích những người lao động của họ, nhân viên của họ? When should parents encourage their children? Những bậc cha mẹ chừng nào thì nên khuyến khích trẻ nhỏ của họ? Nên khuyến khích trẻ nhỏ của họ khi nào? What kind of encouragement should parents give? Những bậc cha mẹ nên đưa cho cái kiểu mà khuyến khích như thế nào? Cái cách khuyến khích như thế nào thì họ hợp lý? Like, what kind of encouragement is suitable? What should parents give? What kind of encouragement should parents give? Do you think some people are better than others at motivating others? Bạn có nghĩ một số người thì tốt hơn những người khác trong cái chuyện mà khuyến khích động lực, tạo động lực, truyền lửa cho người khác không? Okay, so you have 2 minutes now to think about 21. Okay, let's start now. Describe a time when you encourage someone to do something that he or she didn't want to do. Because Miss 2 is out already, let's just start with us 3. Mr. Bang, can you start?
Okay, can.
Be careful.
Yes. Last year, I encouraged my cousin to pursue higher degree after he graduating from university. But when he heard that from me, he rejected immediately. That gave me the very bad attitude, give me really bad emotion at that time. But the reason for that, to explain why and I encourage him to pursue the high degree was that I want him to pursue to maximize. I wanted him to maximize his potential. So yes, so that's why I really wanted him to apply for a scholarship. But at the end, after a few months of persuading,
Persuasion.
persuasion,
Persuasion
of
is-
persuasion.
Yes.
Then he arranged with my idea. So now he is in the UK studying the agriculture. So I hope that he will be success in his life.
I hope that he will be successful in his life.
Successful. Yeah, he will successful in his
will
life.
be successful.
He will be successful in his life.
Good.
Okay, that's all.
Good.
Let's end.
Okay, now Miss
Oh.
Yu, please describe a time when you encouraged someone to do something that he or she didn't want to do.
Oh, I used to encourage my young sister to study English.
Your younger sister?
Yes, my younger sister. Oh, like I said before, because we study in international school, so if she didn't speak English as well as foreigner, it's
Doesn't speak English as good as doesn't speak English as well as a native speaker. You mean?
yes. If she didn't speak English as good as a native speaker, it
What would happen?
would be it. I feel like it would wasted money.
Are you sure?
So yes, so I tried to help her to. So I tried to help her to learn English, but
English.
Yes, but she felt bored and
She felt bored and
like rất là chán. Thầy có thể nào nói gì?
very bored. She feel very bored.
Yeah,
And
she feel really
right. She lost interest, right?
yes. She lost interest.
Frustrated.
Can you say again, Mr. Bang? What do you say?
Frustrated. Cái chữ F chữ R.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
She felt frustrated.
Yes.
Bị giống như là cảm thấy bực bội, bực dọc lắm. Frustrated.
Yes.
She
Yes.
felt frustrated.
She felt frustrated and lost interest. And this was a notice for me, like she want me know that she didn't want to study.
Yeah.
And finally, I totally gave up and never persuade she to study again.
I never persuaded her. to
Yes,
study
I
again.
never persuaded her to study again.
I have never. Hiện tại phải thành chứ gì?
Oh, I have
I have
never.
never persuaded her to study again since then.
Yes.
Từ đó đến giờ. I have never persuaded her to study again ever since. Okay, good. Mr. Yun, please. Can you do your part now? Describe a time
Okay.
when you encourage someone to do something that they didn't want to do.
In grade 9, the grade I have a lot of things to say.
I had
A lot of things to say.
Of course, you had a lot of things to say.
I have a desk mate. Người bên cạnh là desk mate đúng không thầy?
I think we could just say classmate. I think.
Yes, I have a classmate. He studied really well, but at that time he had some problem with his mind, and he has a new phone, so he don't really attending to his study.
You mean he doesn't really pay attention to his study? Is that what you said?
Yes, he don't really pay attention to his study, and my teacher told me to sit with him to teach him how to teach him again So I have stayed with him from 6 months. I have to every day. I have to encourage him to study, so he do not fail the test
So
to grade 10.
he wouldn't fail the test. Là quá khứ
He
rồi.
wouldn't
So
fail
he
the
wouldn't
test,
fail the test. And did it go well?
and he no. So he listened to me too, but he
So
still
he
asked.
listened to you. Ah, good then.
But he still boring with study because
Wait, he's still bored. He's still feeling bored with his study.
he's still bored with his study because he think that the next year
He thought that.
if he thought that if the next year he could not go into the
In the following year,
in the following years
if
he could not go to my school, my
current school.
high school. Yes, my high school. He can go to another high school, but it's pay more money.
Yeah, so public school, no public school, but just private school, right?
Yes, and maybe he can go to Canada. Maybe he could went to Canada to stay there. But
maybe he could go. Maybe he could go to Canada to study there.
But I still
good luck with that.
Encourage him. So now he 50-50 to my school. Just 50-50 because his mark is semi going to my school for when we are dự đoán là gì thầy?
When we predict.
Yeah, when we predict the mark in the school.
You mean when we predict the performance, thành tích?
The mark?
The mark. Dự đoán điểm when we predict the mark or the result in the school. Okay.
The result in the school, and he's 50-50 maybe inside. And I feel maybe fun about that. But it's just 50-50.
Okay. Sorry, just lack of sleep. Now.
Sleep in time.
Sorry?
Sleep in time.
Yes, I know. I need to sleep more. Okay, part 3 of encouraging others. Khuyến khích người khác. So, Miss Yuen, please. How can managers encourage their employees? Oh, have you worked before, Miss Yuen?
I worked.
Oh, so you did work before, right?
No,
okay, so...
I never have a part-time job.
Okay, so let me ask Mr. Bang this question because it's more applicable to him.
Oh,
so how can managers encourage their employees? Mr. Bang?
I think at first the managers have to study the weaknesses of their workers at first. So based on that, the managers will get advice and give some encouragement, some idea to encourage their workers to maximize in their work and to improve their production as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
for example,
how about encourage them to express the best or do the best that they can to help the company develop faster and more efficiently?
Yes.
Maybe give compliments or maybe hold competitions or events or something like that, you know?
How to say that?
Yeah.
Actually, it's when we experience the difficulty in during working, then we give some motivation, some motivation and khích lệ là gì? Motivate thôi. Motivation là khích lệ là motivation thôi này.
The motivation, yeah. Inspiration.
Inspiration.
And the inspiration for them to try harder.
for them to try harder and to solve it to solve it and to solve a problem together with the managers. I mean,
Good. Now,
not
so
that,
I'll ask you as well, because this next question is about parents. So when should parents encourage their children, Mr. Ma? What do you think?
I think when the children have a bad score, the bad grade, a low grade in the school,
Mhm.
so the parents should not punish their children. Punish their children by any like bad word or any like activity or that harm the children.
That's
So
terrible.
the parents
That.
harm. So the parents should give children some advice or how to say, so give them try to encourage them to perform better in the next class.
Encourage them to perform better, you mean?
To perform better in the next time.
Okay, how about giving them, how can I say, encouragement in terms of money? Like, for example, when I was younger, my mother often encouraged me to study better. If I get a 10 out of 10 grade, I got 5,000 dong. For example.
Oh, yes, it's practical.
It's a very
exercise
encouragement method, you know.
Yes.
But then my brother took it all to upgrade his computer, and I was so mad. I was so mad.
Then time to take revenge.
Well, but he gave me many things too. So what can I say?
So it's like in the win-win situation, isn't it?
Cái cho có nhận thôi. It's a give and take. So
give and take.
It's a give and take. So
give and take. Also.
So Mr. Yu, please, what do you think? What kind of encouragement should parents give to their children?
Oh, my parents give me some advice about this. Is if you do the housework, it's good for you, and sometimes you will need it in your life. That is what my mom and dad encourage me.
Mom and dad?
They don't give, my father and my mother give it to me. Not like your father and mother, not like your parents give you money. My mom give me a lot of encouragement. My mother give me a lot of encourage. Like do this,
speak too fast.
Do this, it's good for you. So just do it. It's good for you after when you are leaving the house.
Is there any other way?
Yes, maybe some other way like how can I say? It's like if you are doing the housework, you will
reap the later.
You will have some time to watching television.
Đoạt lấy phần thưởng, reap the reward.
Reward.
Reap the reward. Okay, so Miss Yuan, what do you think? Do you think some people are better than others at motivating others?
In my point of view, I believe that some people are better than others at motivating others because a lot of people believe and admire and they learn from well-known people. Đúng rồi.
Is that all puffery?
Yeah, okay. Well-known people.
Speak longer. Give examples.
Yes.
Maybe something. Okay. Please try again.
Try again.
Do you think
in my point?
Yes, please, Miss Yun.
Okay. In my point of view, I believe that some people are better than others at motivating others because a lot of people believe and they learn from well-known people. Example, I really admire and appreciate my parents, so I learn a lot of necessary skill from them, like from them.
Mhm.
Like when I was young, I really lazy and
I was really lazy.
I was really lazy and quite easily to get up, to give up.
Mhm.
I never be patient.
I was never patient enough.
Yes, I was never patient. But now I can say that I quite hardworking and like now I try to learn English. Dạ, tới thầy.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. That's very good. Mr. Young, your turn, please. So, about encouraging others, do you think encouragement is important, Mr. Young?
I think encourage important because if you don't encourage, you don't have really much energy. The one who don't really have the care. When you encourage someone, you give them the care. You will show them that you care about them, and they are not lonely in this massive world. And you will give them some positive energy.
Positive energy.
Positive energy.
Okay.
To continue the life, continue the work, study, and
what else?
Nothing else.
Nothing else? Okay, what do you think, Mr. Bang? Is it important to give encouragement?
I think it's yes. Yes, especially especially encourage in the right time when the people
at the
right time when the people are experiencing depression or frustration. So if we give a good advice or we give a good encouragement, so that may change the people's life, So it will maybe it's turn a U. It may be a U-turn for that person. So I think it's really important.
U-turn, wow, that's
a U-turn, like a dạng như là thay đổi hoàn toàn.
That's a good expression, a U-turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, a U-turn.
Wow, that's a good expression to have, a U-turn.
Yes.
So giống như quay đầu chữ U đó. It's a
quay
U-turn
đầu là
expression. That's a good expression. I like it.
Wow.
Yes. Sometimes only. It's not always.
That's a U-turn. That's a U-turn for that person. Okay. That's a U-turn for that person. Okay. I think we can just stop here. It's already long enough. 2 hours.
Okay.
Thầy ơi.
Sorry.
Con hỏi cái này nha thầy.
Yeah,
ủa thầy, cái ở part 3 thầy là mình có được nói cái example là từ mình không thầy?
Không. Part 3 nói về những cái chung chung, những
dạ,
cái
đúng rồi thầy.
trong xã hội, không nên cho example của bản thân mình nha, nên cho example trên trên truyền thông, trên những cái mà mình nghĩ ra được, nhưng mà những sao được của mình nha. You should not talk about yourself in part 3, okay? Because part 3 is about general things that happen around you, not about you. Okay? So don't talk about yourself in part 3, ever. I mean, you can sometimes talk about yourself there, but it will not give you a good score. Nó không cho mình điểm tốt đâu, nó cho nó về part 3 mà nó bản thân mình.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Bye thầy.
So that's why when Mr. Yoon talk about like his family and my family, I'm like, okay, that's a bit, oops. Be careful.
Don't talk about.
Be
Okay.
careful. Okay. So now I think that's it. That's it. No question, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
You have to say no.
No question. No, I don't have
No
question.
no.
Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And press on the bell button next to the subscribe button so you can get notified about my new uploads, okay? You can also follow me on Facebook, but don't add me on Facebook. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.